What's up, guys? Today we are out at Walton Woods to play 18 holes with just Hooligan discs. I've got a couple Alpha Yeats. I've got an Alpha Flex Vibe, an Alpha Vibe, Alpha Thread, Alpha Flex Thread. I've got a Glow Rope and then an Alpha Flex Flip. And then I've got a collection of caches. This is going to be a favorite for the round, I'm already telling you. We've got an Alpha Flex, the Proto Blend, and then hard and soft. These will be my main putters and throwing putter. Just a quick note on course flow. There were a few groups on the front nine, so I'm starting on hole 9. Quite a doozy. We're playing mostly the shorts. I'll save we play the longs. Through the trees to the left. Just kind of hope for something. Start out with a cache.
What's up, guys? Editing Ursa here. Just wanted to let you guys know I did reach out to Hooligan and let them know I was making this video, and they did hook it up with a discount code. No benefit to me, just straight benefit to you guys. It's Ursa10 for 10% discount to you guys. I just wanted to make that clear because I did mention a couple times in the video that I didn't have any affiliation with Hooligan. They did hook it up with a discount code for you guys. Just wanted to be super transparent. No kickback to me, all benefit to you. Let's get into the video.
All right, I'm going to start out with the Alpha Flex cache. First throw with this thing, so we'll see how it flies. I think based on other Hooligan molds, this should be a little bit more stable than the Alpha cache, so I really just need to throw this straight and get left. Let's see. Snuck through there. We won't have a putt, but it's an easy up and down to start out on a really difficult hole. So where I go back and forth a little bit putting between the hard and the soft, just a note to you guys out there, there's not a huge difference in flexibility. It's not like one's super firm and one's like quadruple S from Gateway. This is the hard. You can see a little bit of give on the stiffer side, and then this is the soft. So just a little bit more give. Not super flexible. They both feel really good, have a lot of tack. These are really good putter plastic. So I did sneak left enough that I actually do have a pretty good jump putt to start the day. That was actual first take and everything for both of those shots. So Hooligan, I may just have a Hooligan bag after this. We'll see. All right, hole 10, we are going to go from the long pad. This is one of my favorite pads in the course, mainly just because it changes the hole so much from short to long. Short is a very technical short par 3, and the long is a 390-foot par 3 that's really just kind of a big hyzer that needs to penetrate into those trees. So I'm going to go with the thread here, and this is actually the exception to the rule that I think most of the time the Flex is more stable than the Alpha, but for this one, for some reason, the Alpha is a good bit more stable than the Alpha Flex. This has a good bit of turn to it, where this just kind of holds the line you put it on. And just for a demonstration here, so this is the Alpha, this is kind of the level of stiffness you're working with, and then here's the Alpha Flex, so you can see much gummier. Thread just on a power hyzer, see if we can't get a putt. Not as wide as I meant to throw that, and a little nose up, but yeah, that was just kind of bad. I'll throw the Alpha Flex on a bit more hyzer to see what we can get. All right, much better release. Low and driven. You can see that flip up a lot more than the first one wanted to. Still not left enough for a putt, but better throw. Super lucky again to have a little window to the basket. I'm gonna go flex forehand with the Alpha Flex cache. I let go of that like just 80 years early. Just 80 years. If it goes in, I count it. That's way over the basket. We're getting warmed up. Putter's already warmed up. Let's see if the soft treats me as well as the hard did. Pulled it straight out of my hand. Oh, that's a bogey, man. I don't know. Fortunately for me, I just got to throw the same tee shot again on this hole. Blind corner par 3, 380-ish. Just made this corner with the Alpha Flex thread. And then one I forgot to show you guys, the Proto Blend was super stiff. I don't know if you can still get your hands on these, but it is pretty different than the actual production runs. So just a thought, I'll try this one out on this putt. I'm starting to realize why they call this disc the cache. Hole 12 is where things get very interesting and very wooded on this course. So we're trying to basically just get through this gap and die left immediately. It's like 120 feet, I think. So going with the soft cache because it does slope heavily away from the basket pretty severely. So gonna see if this can't stick to the ground a little bit. Just a light little toss through this gap is all we need. Hit some stuff late, should have a putt. Super lucky we fought through to here, but hey, I'll take it. So hole 13 is a hole I always walk up to and just kind of say, what? So you have this fairway that breaks right, but if I want to point you guys at the basket, It is over this way, past those trees. So you got to get a little wild. So I have two plays here. I'll go with the Yeet that's been in my bag, kind of beat up for the first one, which is a forehand roller that just tries to basically ride that hill back down. And then if you're not dumb like me, you would just throw a forehand. I'll do that with the new Yeet, just up to that corner, take a 3 on it. We'll go forehand roller first. This is my typical play. It's a little inside, but not bad. Oh, that turned out great. That might be my best one yet. I think the normal play is probably just this chip forehand. The inside gap into the tree, but you guys know what I'm saying. Follows the line, pitch up, take your par. You get it. So you can see I really didn't push this far enough to really park it, but line-wise, like that's the best I've done. And you guys are gonna hopefully not fall on this slope. There you go. I'm sure that looks great for you guys. Oh shit. I'm really trying to balance you guys with my bag. I hope it's working, and hopefully I make this putt for 2. Comment below, soft, hard, proto. I think hard too. Mike's hard. Stay hard. This putt makes me. All right, we got 2 more spooky, very wooded holes. I just got annihilated by thorn bushes, and then we are back into the open a little bit more manageable. This is like 175-ish through this gap, big hyzer. Gonna go with the cash. Alpha cash. I guess I got to specify since I have 5 of them right now. Oh, that's perfect. Go, go, go. That skipped right in front of the basket. That was incredible. I actually ended up somehow long. I came through, just skipped right in front back here. And I'm kind of questioning right now if I'm playing better with the Hooligan bag than my bag. Really liking the feel of this hard plastic cash to putt with too, surprisingly. Surprisingly. Yeah, I don't know, man. Hole 15 here, we've got a hyzer forehand, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but the one thing that the cash does better than the tomb, it hurts. The one thing the cash does better than the tomb is forehand integrity and torque resistance. So this will still hyzer on a forehand, where a lot of the times the tomb just wants to finish straight or even a little any. So we've got a hyzer forehand here, back and forth. I think I'm gonna go alpha flex cash, see what we can get. Sneak through, man, that was a clean forehand though. This is a death putt, and I don't even really have a line, so I'm gonna sneak under you guys and just throw a big kind of forehand around. Perfect. Hyzer flip glow rope on this tunnel. We'll see. I had nothing to say for that flight. Holy. And I know the jury's still out for a lot of people on Lone Star and then kind of by proxy Hooligan plastic. Take it from me, the plastic and the molds are so good. Like I'm playing just as good with my own bag out here with this that I've thrown like once for first impressions videos. And I feel like I have every shot in my bag covered. They're really good. I don't know which putter I'm gonna use. We'll see which feels good. Well, I like the soft right here. I'm feeling the soft, guys. Holy crap, bro. I have no words. 275 par 3 straight ahead. I'm gonna throw the putter blends to the cash just to see if there's any difference in the flight between them. I'll start out softest to hardest. Held hyzer the whole way. Maybe a touch more stable than the alphas. Didn't throw that one quite as hard, and that one's definitely straighter than the soft. Yeah, similar, a little bit straighter than the soft. So it seems like the soft is actually the most overstable of the putting plastics. Soft was the best of the bunch. And go ahead and run it for the putt again. It served me well last time. Let's see what happens. Oh, just short. Oh, at least I'm consistent. Get it there. Ah, well, can't make them all. Hole 18, but don't click off the video. I started on hole 9. Got an interesting shot, JP. I'm gonna try out the flip. This is like a forehand replacement disc. Soft little hyzer flip. You can see I barely threw that, and it's just drifting right now, just like barely finishing. Not enough to ace it, was kind of scared to go long. But if you're somebody that really struggles with a forehand, the flip is definitely a good one to check out, just because it's not instant roller under stability. It still will like glide and fight back for you if you give it the height and kind of the right touch. And I guess I do want to make it clear, like I have no relationship with Hooligan other than they sent me the discs, but I just genuinely like all of their products. A lot of confidence putting with these caches right now too. Cage. Consistent. a little less confidence putting in those catches. We've made it back to hole one. I think I'm just gonna edit the video in the order I played it in, so thanks for sticking with me. I typically throw an overstable mid forehand on this hole, but that is like the one slot that I don't have right now. If I had touch, I could forehand the rope, but you guys know I don't have touch. So I'm gonna hyzer flip. This guy's jamming. I'm just gonna hyzer flip the flip, see if we can get close. Go in. I don't know, man. They're so good. Like, I genuinely think that disc, that shot shape, for like me a couple of years ago, or somebody that does not have a reliable forehand, could like change how you play the game. It's ridiculous how good it is. And I feel like I'm like, it's gonna come off like I'm trying to sell these. I legitimately have like no benefit, right? No discount code, no benefit, no anything. These discs are just really good, man. I mean, if you guys want to give me a discount code, I'll take it. I already told you guys you need to make an understable fairway. There is. That's mine. But yeah, no relationship agreement. These are just really good discs. But just like what I've always feared of as a reviewer, right? Like, I never want anything to cloud my perception of a product, or especially like your perception of my perception of a product. But this is probably getting too deep for this video. I've been giving the Alpha Flex cache a lot of love. Let's throw the Alpha. Maybe we ace. A little too stable. So that's like the difference between the cache and the new run of tombs, especially the concrete. Like, I threw that shot with the concrete tombs and it just stayed on hyzer but pushed right of the basket. Like, that's finishing well left and in front of it. I mean, at the end of the day, it really comes down to personal preference and shot shape, right? Like, do you want that finish and torque resistance, or you want something that'll flip and be a little bit more workable? Thought that tailwind was gonna make me miss that. So if you want something a bit more torque resistant and forehandable, cache is great. If you want something flippable and workable, tomb is great. Whatever disc you guys like, man. I like this flip for this shot. Kind of hard on hyzer and just let it glide straight at the basket. See, it doesn't just dive over. Like, I overturned that, but it was so slow. It's such an interesting shape. I've never two'd this whole lifetime. So this could be pretty monumentous. I never get this far. I usually don't commit and go early, or I commit too much, shank it into the right. So this is a zesty putt, but we have a putt. I'm gonna go with the soft. It's been treating me good. That's oh, left side chain out. That's saying something, right? First birdie lifetime. Oh, don't knock over the tripod. That was close. This is a fun, short little par 3. Just one big tree to miss in the middle to a downward sloping green. Now throw the cache. Come on now. Ski up. I missed that tree by like a millimeter. This disc skipped and said I had him a head out. This got some distance. Okay. No pictures on the scorecard for that one, right? Hole 5, beautiful downhill tunnel shot. About 320, par 3. Gonna try to flip a rope up down there. A little bit more flip than I expected and a little low. I know the glow is more understable than the other plastic, so it's more of like just a flip OS. I think with more height and just a touch more hyzer, that would have been really good, but just not my best release on that one. I thought that was in and I was gonna freak out. Got a nice short technical par 3 through the woods. I'm gonna throw the rope and the flip, see which one gets a better result. A little soft, like flat rope first. Yeah, can't complain with that at all. A little bit more hyzer, same line with the flip. Oh, just barely nicked it. Both of them are parked though. But I stand corrected, neither are parked. The flip hit a late guardian tree after the first kick. And I've got just a little bit of work with a straddle putt left from the rope. No problem with the cache though. Oh! Oh! And in a time where I'm questioning my putting, that is tempting. All right, we've got a questionable par here. I have almost eagled this just with the flip once. Turned a little too much, so I'm gonna try the rope. Didn't flip enough, but man, that flight was incredible. Apparently I need somewhere in between the rope and the flip for this hole, for that shot. But eagle putt, a lot of tailwind. Ran after that one a little bit, huh? Oh, that's what I get. I thought that tail or headwind would lift it. final hole for me, this is a wide open par 4, so I'm going to show off all the distance drivers. I'll start out with the Vibe that is currently in my bag. A little bit of headwind. See, I knew that was going to turn a good bit into this headwind. Full flight there. Not quite as long as you think because the headwind's keeping it back, but a great flight. That was the Alpha. This is the Alpha Flex Vibe. A little bit more pop top, I think a little bit more stable. Much more driven, much more stable. That is, maybe not much more stable, but that's a great flight. And then the Yeats are what I would use to fight the wind anyway, so perfect in this situation. This one's in my bag. I'll throw this one first, and this is just a fresh one. Keep this nice and wide. This thing is not scared of any headwind. You can see no flip at all hyzer. Big swing back, almost no distance because of the headwind, but it's really kind of what we're looking for. Go with the fresh one. I really don't think this is going to be that much more overstable. Let's throw this lower and flatter. See, much more driven flight. Basically the same thing though. Just more distance, keeping it low out of the wind. So yeah, thanks for watching. I really enjoy all these discs. Go check them out, Infinite or Hooligan. Let them know I sent you because I don't have anything, again, in your relationship. I just love these things. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you'd like to see next down below. See you in the next one.